Hi again, and welcome to our condition of the week. This week's condition is headaches, something very common in our society, but I would reiterate what I said last time in that it's really not normal but common to have headaches, just like it's not normal to have heart disease, but very common that people have that. There are a few different types of headaches that are out there. You've got the tension type headache, which is probably 90% of the headaches that people have. You can also have the more severe headaches, the migrainous type headaches, as well as sinus headaches, and there may be even more serious medical issues that happen very, very rarely that can cause the headache. The reason that chiropractic is so effective in dealing with headaches is that these tend to be, for the most part, structural problems. You have head injuries, structural misalignment, or subluxations in the upper cervical part of your spine. So you've got the hard bones putting pressure on the very soft, delicate nerve structures in that region. The nerves involved are usually the suboccipital nerves that come from the base of the skull here and travel up into the head, resulting in the aching in the structures of the head. In a tension headache, understand that the nerves are already sensitized. If you have the bones putting pressure on those nerves, then the nerves are sensitized and the threshold for firing is lowered. So we all get tension in our lives, and when you start to get tension, you can picture the muscles tensing up. Well, for people where those nerves are sensitized, those nerves are going to fire and lead to the headache, whereas others of us who never get headaches, right, can get the tension but not have it build into the headache for you. The more severe types of headaches, the migrainous type headaches, often involve another part of the nervous system that gets irritated, which is the autonomic part. And that's the part that can cause your blood vessels to constrict and then open up or dilate very rapidly, leading to irritation and that steady aching in the head, as well as the aura that may occur. With migraine headaches, often we also develop a very nauseous or upset stomach, and that's because we've got involvement of the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve comes from the base of the skull. It's a cranial nerve, and it comes all the way down to your stomach here. And what its job is it causes the release of the fluids in your stomach to start to process the food. As the food goes into your mouth, before the food even gets there, the vagus nerve gets the juices ready to digest the food. So if there's overstimulation of the vagus nerve, this is why people will get nauseous, or they may even vomit with a severe headache. Another type of headache that we see in the office with good results is the sinus headache. Now, again, the sinuses are innervated by that C1-2 area, so often removing the stress on the nerves in that region can allow the sinuses to start to function properly, start to drain and relieve the headache for you. Causes of the headaches. Often they're due to, they can be caused by car accidents. We talked last time about how the head is very heavy on a very narrow base. Blows to the head, falls on the head. It can be caused by birth trauma. It can be caused by that technology we talked about where you're into the forward head posture. You can picture the head going forward, and as your eyes try to get up to the level, you can see the jamming of this area at the base of your skull. So that is compressing those nerves further, and that can lead to the headache late in the day for patients. And what we do as chiropractors then, and why we can have the results, is that we deal with trying to gently correct the alignment in those vertebrae in the upper part of the neck. Those nerves, when they are, or the vertebrae when they are misaligned, do cause irritation or sensitization of the nerves, and we try to allow them to come back to a normal level for you there. We also deal with tractioning the neck. We try to get that curve back into the neck for you to, again, allow for proper posture so there's not that constant irritation. And we may do some trigger work on these suboccipital muscles so that we can relieve the tension there so they're not constantly compressing down on that area. Another key thing that we do is we actually analyze your whole spine. As strange as it may seem, we can't just adjust in the neck and presume that that's all that has to be done, because often in your spine what happens, if your pelvis is out of alignment, you don't walk around leaning off to the side. If it's low on one side, you curve back in to get over your feet for balance. And then something called the optic retina reflex levels your eyes out. So you can actually develop misalignment in your neck that's compensating for what's going on in your low back. So if we just adjust in your neck, we may find that those subluxations keep coming back until we correct the lower part of your spine, get it straightened out so that we can actually hold those adjustments up top. Other things that may be involved too. If you have misalignment in this upper part of your neck, you may not have headaches. You may get into things like dizziness, ringing in the ears, blurred vision, sinus problems. there's a myriad of complaints that can occur that because of that misalignment in the area, and you may want to get checked because of that. Important to understand that there's no drug that can move that bone, can it? If that's the cause of the irritation of the nerve, no drug is ever going to move that bone for you. So it's never really going to be the correction of your symptom, the headache. So often people will take the drugs, and it's frustrating because doctors often will tell you you've got to take this medication, and how long do they say you have to take it? Probably for the rest of your life, instead of getting to the cause. And often the double whammy of that is the drug is not really correcting the problem, and you have the side effects of the drug. It can often cause health issues to your liver, your kidneys, that kind of thing. So be very cautious of that. Try to take a more natural approach. We hope this has been beneficial to you this week. Watch for us next week. We'll have another condition of the week. I want to thank you for watching. Have a great week.